The 7th graders come in the main entrance and the 8th graders going all the way down at the far end. So when you come in the morning, you'll come right here. And we have 22 different buses that arrive here in the morning. I know, it's a lot of buses. So what we do is the buses all line you up and drop you off, and all the different grade levels go to their different entrances. Now, if for some reason you miss the bus or you're not a bus student, parents are dropping you off, you're gonna wanna stop up at the top there on Chester Road, and Mom can drop you off up there, and then you can walk down the sidewalk. There's a crossing guard up there, we have teacher station, so you're safe coming all the way down here, okay? Come on inside. At each one of the entrances, we have our hand sanitation stations, and you'll see them throughout the school. So we have the cafeteria entrance. We also have the hand sanitizer in every classroom, so you can help yourself. We encourage you to use it throughout the day. All right, come on inside. On the first floor here, we have our parent center, and this is where our parent association meetings take place, and also during education week, if parents come in to see their students' classrooms, you would check in here to get the information before heading out to all of the other classrooms. Down the hallway here on the left, this is our nurse's office. Mrs. Costanza is our nurse, and she'll take good care of you. So if you're not feeling well, or if you get a bump and you need an ice pack, or you have to come and have your eyes checked, that's where you're going to go, is to the nurse's station. Now around the corner here, we have our bandstand. And the bandstand is our school store. It's run by our band parent association. This is where you can get all of your East Hills Charger gear, your sweatshirts, your sweatpants, your t-shirts. They also sell school supplies and some snacks too. So you can come here in the mornings during homeroom, and you can get whatever you want from the bandstand. All right? Now I'm going to be sending you upstairs to our guidance office next. And you're going to meet the people who take care of attendance, and it also happens to be our assistant principal's offices up there. And then along your tour, you're going to meet Mrs. Morgan. And Mrs. Morgan is your guidance counselor who will be with you all 3 grades, grades 6, 7, and 8, so you'll get to know her really well. Okay? All right, I'm going to hand you one of these, and I'm going to send you on your way upstairs. When you get to the top of the staircase up here, you are going to turn right to go to guidance. Thank you. You're welcome. Have a great tour. Thanks.
Find your guidance counselor. Her office is right here. Her name is Mrs. Morgan. Do you remember she went to your school? All right. The other guidance counselors are up here also. If you ever need to talk to somebody, you can come here. If Mrs. Morgan is busy, Mrs. McGough will be there. She does all grade levels, 6th, 7th, and 8th. We also have Mr. Tennis up here. He's one of the assistant principals, and he's a discipline. And I know you're not going to be here for that, right?
If you get called there, you're in trouble.
Yeah, Mrs. Crew is our guidance secretary. Of course, she's not here right now. There's our picture right there. And I'm Mrs. Pena. I work on this side, and I do the attendance and help with the code of conduct information. If you have any questions, if you're ever lost, if you need a copy of your schedule, if you lost your ID, you can always come here. We'll help you with whatever we can. Okay? All right, that's it.
Thank you.
Then we're going to go out here to the 6th grade hall. You will see Mrs. Morgan, your guidance counselor, will be at the end of the hallway. This is where most of your classes will be. So Mrs. Morgan, that way look at the classroom while you're going down, and she'll meet you over there. Okay?
Hi guys, I'm Mrs. Morgan. I am one of the guidance counselors who works here. I'm going to be the 6th grade guidance counselor for next year. I will follow you from 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. Okay, so you're with me for 3 years. This is the 6th grade hallway. We have 14 6th grade classrooms, but you're only going to have 3 teachers. Okay? So it might be like teacher 1, teacher 2, teacher 3 are in a team, so they're right around the corner from each other. Those 3 classrooms and those 3 teachers you're going to have for math, science, social studies, and ELA. You'll switch between them. You know how in elementary school when you switch classes, you do a single file, shh, no talking. We don't do that here. You're allowed to walk to classes on your own. Nobody's going to walk you to them. You're allowed to talk in the hallways. If you're switching classes and friends are going the same way, you can talk to your friends. Okay, so a little more freedom, right?
Are they expecting it to be back to normal for next year
As
then?
far as I know, yes. We don't have official direction on that. But
Got it. Yep.
And then you have lockers. So you have the lockers that you have here. You can't fit in them. Okay, I promise you can't fit in. Even the bigger ones that you'll see around the corner, you can't fit in those either. But you'll have lots of opportunities to practice doing your locker combination. And if it gets stuck, you can come see me. Other reasons to come see me might be something going on in class, you have questions about clubs or activities, something's going on with friends, something at home, whatever it may be, I'm there. Okay, if you don't know who to ask your question to, or you just have something you need to get off your mind, come talk to me. Okay? Let's see. So where you came in was one 6th grade entrance, and then we do have another 6th grade entrance, which is down here around the corner. So if you have a homeroom that's up this end of the hallway, you're going to come in this entrance. Okay. Let's see. Encore classes. So
you don't have to come all the way up those steps, I guess, right?
yeah, it's kind of like a ramp coming up then. Encore classes. You will have 2 Encore classes every day. Those Encore classes, one of them will be PE, so gym. Bless you. Sorry. One of them will be gym, so and it will switch every other day with either, that's one of the Encores that hook up every other day. The other Encore class is going to be either art or music or technology. It might be family consumer science, which is cooking and sewing, or industrial arts, which is wood shop, metal shop. Okay, so then the next stop on your tour is going to be the gym. You're going to see the gym. You're going to talk to one of our PE teachers, Mr. Googe. On the way, you can peer in at the library. While library is not a class, you'll have opportunities to go there for if you just want to check out a book, or if maybe you need a book for one of your classes for research or for just to look at for a project. Great resource for it.
I'm Mr. Googe. I'm one of the health fitness teachers here at East Hills.
Hi.
The other 3 are Mr. Sparks, Ms. Rector, and then Ms. Ferry Simons over there with mine. This is half of our gymnasium space. It's just sort of how we have it outfitted for this year. And the basic rundown of how our class works is it is health and fitness. So we do health content and we do physical fitness content. That health content is normally delivered in person from 231, which you walk past on the way down here. And that's delivered during 2 4-week cycles throughout the year. We'll let students know when we have those cycles. This year, that health content was delivered strictly online, just based off of the way our schedule worked out. When you mix that 6-day cycle and the hybrid schedule, it chopped up so that way each group that we'd see on every day in class group is a different group every day in class group. So that's just how we worked it out for this year. That when we do see it, let's do the physical activity, we'll do the health stuff online. But if we can get back to that health class, I think it offers some good variety for the kids throughout their week. It offers great variety for me because I try and play every single class with it. Yeah. So if I'm moving and sweating in here, I need I need to cool off in there. And it's great stuff because health class is the only class that you're going to take throughout your entire middle school experience, high school experience, where you are the top. And I always tell kids that if you really think about it, math, I'm learning math, science, I'm learning science. Health is about you. So if you can't get interested about yourself, then come on. So health is really cool for that reason. As far as what we do in here, we like to offer a variety of different activities, cooperative games, sports skills and games, and fitness-related components where it's about moving and sweating. And the mindset behind that is we understand we're going to have multi-sport athletes coming in here. We also going to have students not really exposed to sports and everything in between that. And what we try and do is we want to offer something for every single student, regardless of their background, so they feel comfortable and confident being physically active. And then the other end of our grading is on preparation in dressing athletically, in athletic clothing for class, shorts, t-shirt, or sweats, and then sneakers. And the end of that is, it's two parts. One part is a social responsibility, because especially at this age, we want to try and integrate those ideas of being personally responsible. I have to be prepared for class. The other end is a safety aspect, and that's the biggest part of it, that to safely perform all of our activities, sneakers and that athletic attire that's non-restrictive, that helps you perform all those activities to the best of your ability in those things. So one does feed into the other. As far as where you can change if you need to, because you don't need to change for class if you already come to class dressed prepared. But if you do need to change, our girls' locker room is on that side. This is our guys' locker room, and I just have it open because they look similar.
I am one of the guidance counselors. You met Mrs. Morgan, sixth grade counselor. I'm school-wide guidance counselor, so I work with 6th up to 8. And you will see me in your homeroom at Charger Block, which is the extension of homeroom. And we'll be doing some career interests through Naviance, a program that we use from 6th grade all the way up through 12th grade. So it's pretty cool that you just are exploring interests in 6th grade, and we get you ready to, use that program all throughout. So I'm going to show you the cafeteria. Oh, this is going to be a favorite time of day. You get 30 minutes in the cafeteria. There's 3 different stations if you purchase the lunch. Yes. So get the lunch, and right now classes are eating by row, separated by, you're sitting up in red circles. Okay, so not sure what it'll look like next year, but I'm certain that the students will be good either way. So I know that everybody has been wonderful. Mrs. Untitled is another guidance counselor, and she'll show you the auditorium. Morning.
Good morning.
She's to the right. There she is.
Hello. I am Mrs. Limpar. I'm another one of the counselors here. What's your name? Nice to meet you, Alina. Come on in. I'll show you the auditorium. Have you ever been in the auditorium before? Yes. Have you come to one of our plays here? One of the band things? Awesome. Well, this is the auditorium. Pretty big place. This year was a little different than other years. This year, half of our students ate lunch in here. So next year, I'm not sure exactly what it will look like, but on normal years, a couple things we use the auditorium for. One is in the mornings before school, if it's bad weather outside. Kids will come in here and wait if you're here early before they go to homeroom. Another thing is for assemblies. We'll do assemblies in here, go over rules or various things. Another one, sometimes we do rewards in here. We'll show the movie if you earn a certain amount of rewards. Like that. And then the other big thing is our theater company that does awesome plays, puts on awesome shows every year. Hi guys, nice to meet you.
Thanks.
What's your name? What is it?
Elena, nice to meet you. My name is Mrs. Howell. I am one of 2 of the family consumer side class teachers. We are going to stop right up here real quick. Right now in elementary school, when you talk about your your music classes, you know them as specials. Here in middle school, if you ever hear anybody talking about Encore classes, those are the classes that we're talking about. We just give it a different name now. So down on this first floor, we actually have 2 Encore hallways, and I'm actually going to show you part of the first one. If on your schedule you see a literacy development class, that's extra help with reading, that would be this classroom right here with Mrs. Weiss. So we're going to come down this way. Are you involved with the band, or do you like to sing or anything like that? Yay, that's awesome. So are you going to do band here? Okay, so I'm going to tell you. This is going to be a hallway that I'm going to see you in a lot then. So the next 4 rooms are actually our music rooms. This is actually one of our music teachers, but she's also, it says Miss Van Orden, but she got married, so Mrs. Romali. She is the theater director, so if that's something that you want to be involved in, and I always tell students, you don't have to be in front of the camera. You can be behind the scenes too to help out because they are just as important. So that's where the rehearsals will take place. But depending on which music teacher you have, you could be in there for class also. And then the last room on the right is our keyboard lab, but we're gonna go up this way. So as a 6th grader, you actually get to have 3 languages, German, Spanish, and French. And then by the time you're done with 6th grade, you get to decide which class you wanna take for 7th and 8th grade. So down this first Encore hallway, this classroom right here is actually our German room. The next classroom on the left is one of 2 Spanish rooms. So if it were to say Mahalik on your schedule, you would have Spanish with her, okay? We're gonna come up this way. I'm gonna show you the 2 family and consumer science rooms. When you see family and consumer science on your schedule, it is a 30-day course, but we break it in half. So you will have the sewing portion for 15 days.
Favorite one.
So you would be in here for 15 days, and if you look on the back, you can actually see the pillows that are back there. That's the 6th grade project. You do part of it on the sewing machine, so you will learn how to use the sewing machine. And then the final stitch is actually done by hand, so you'll actually be taught how to sew by hand, okay? And then for another 15 days, we're actually gonna cut straight across. That is the cooking room. My favorite room in the whole building.
Yeah, me too. This is where I want to be.
So you would be in here for 15 days. We have 5 student kitchens, and then we have the 1 teacher station. You don't get to cook every single day because we do teach you about kitchen safety, food safety, the different tools and everything like that. But typically you're put into small groups of students and you actually get to make recipes together. So you would clean together, cook together, eat together, and then clean up together. And again, it's about, you're part of the family now. So you gotta start meeting the family members that are out there, okay? So we're actually gonna go the same way we came. The best advice I can give you as a 6th grader, do not be afraid to ask for help. Everyone here is amazing. Whether it's the first day of school, in the middle of the school year, the last day of school, if you have a question, just go up to any adult that you see, ask them, we'll be more than willing to help you. The other thing, if you're ever in the hallway by yourself and you're a little lost, it's okay. Hop into the next available classroom and don't be afraid to ask that teacher for help because they will definitely get you where you need to be, okay?
How are you doing so far? All right? Yeah, okay. So it's not too bad because you guys, being in 6th grade, you're up there, right? You have gym, you have library, your classrooms. You come down here for, lunch, right? Or your Encore classes, and Mrs. House just kind of showed you her music, German and Spanish word, right? And home comic consumer science. So this is your other side of the Encore classes. And again, it's just a loop. So, and then ask any teacher if you're ever confused. We know kind of when 6th graders are switching classes, we kind of see the lost look. That was my look. This is my first year too, so I totally understand. On our left here, we have Miss Becker's classroom. So she teaches French, so you'll have her for 60 days at some point this year. She's great, so you'll love her class. On our right, and I kind of told this the art hallway, you have your industrial arts and the art classes. So Mrs. Sager's room here. Feel free if you want to look around. You're welcome to. We have some fantastic art teachers here that really do a good job of showcasing student work. Yeah, makes me want to do art. And we have, you saw the TVs all around, and so they show, they're constantly showcasing students' work, which is all, it's awesome. So, It's like having unlimited wall space to show.
Yeah.
Or refrigerator, right?
Yeah, that's
Refrigerator,
true,
right?
yeah.
So this is Stager, then you have Mrs. Moisan, who makes my last name look like Smith, if you look at it. And then Mr. Court on the right as well, so that's your 3 art teachers. Industrial arts there, so wood shop. We have Mr. Roseman here, so there's a little classroom in between the 2 wood shop areas. The big one is the shooting, the station that. We have Mr. Court's over there. So going here. Quite amazing. Yeah, and you'll get
where to begin.
6, 7 days here, you'll get this, and yeah, it's just really cool. The things that the kids have done. I think they have see some of the kids are working on the USA, made out of wood. It's really neat, right? Just cutting it in different, patterns to make those things, and then it's some really cool presentation.
That is really neat.
Yeah, very creative, for sure.
It's like a great place to be creative, right?
Yeah. So thanks for French starts are kind of our European, and then Spanish up here on the left, and Mr. Boyer, and the Spanish is Holland, her room, and I find her room more confusing because it's 160, 100 actually, and the rest of the numbers in there are 140. So it's a little odd, but otherwise this is Mr. Boyer here. This is your 8th grade wing, but as that being first year, most important thing, know where the bathrooms are. So on this side down here is the girls' bathroom, boys' bathroom on the other side. And again, it's just a loop. So pretty simple. Most teachers are out in the hallway, so let you know where to go. Here we have Dr. Bosno's room. She's a computer. And you guys obviously have Chromebooks, but she has
Like to learn how to type.
Yeah, you got Spanish. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, you probably had half that time. So
I am the assistant principal in the guidance office, okay? You know any stories about me yet? If you hear them, only half of them are true. Seriously. But I'm here to help you.
Which half? That's the question.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here to help you with anything that you need. If you have a problem, you talk to your teachers. If the teachers don't solve it, you talk to your counselor. If that doesn't solve it, you come and kick me in the shins, and you and I figure it out, okay? But nobody should mess with you too much. If there's problems, they last a day, maybe 2, no more than 3. If it lasts longer than that, it's because nobody's telling us what's happening.
Got it.
Tattling is over, but telling is everything. So bad things happen when good people say nothing. So the thing that we're going to have to try and do is get the rhetoric around all the gaps that kids have and just say, hey, listen, we're going to make a year's growth. Can you do that? And every kid's going to say yes. And every teacher's going to say, yeah, I can move my kids ahead a year.
Yeah.
If we do that, I'm pretty sure that they're going to move ahead longer than a year, but remains to be seen. Don't be nervous, kid. But if you're nervous, know that so is everybody else.
Everybody's nervous.
Even the boys that try to act like they're not, they're lying. Okay? So are the girls that think they're too cool to worry. No, they're lying too. All right? You have me anytime you need me. Mrs. Morgan, lucky for you guys this year, she's 44916. I'm 44906.
Okay.
But don't go home with a problem that happened at 8:30 in the morning and tell her at 3:30, and then she's calling me saying, Pat, this happened at 8:30. Why didn't anybody do anything? Because she didn't tell us.
Right.
So just tell us, okay? You good?
I'm Mrs. Reiner. I'm one of the secretaries here in the main office. Okay, our other secretary is Mrs. West. And this is where Principal Horvath is located, and Mrs. Braun's office. And also our resource officer is around the corner. Okay. So, you'll show that note to your homeroom teacher, and they will have you come down in homeroom, and we get you in the book. And that way we email the teacher so they know that you've left if you're not in class, and we're not looking for a missing student. And we'll ask the student to watch their time. The note becomes their task. We try and get them down here 5 or 10 minutes before you arrive. If they remember, if not, we do look for them.
Okay.
And that's basically for early release, forgotten items. If you forget your Chromebook, we have loaner Chromebooks here in the library. We have the chargers, whatever. So if you forget your Chromebook or you have a problem with it, we can take care of it through the library, okay? If your student forgets something, we don't call into the classrooms all the time. If it's glasses, clothing, something important, we will call in. Other than that, if your student's forgotten something, you can drop it off. You'll buzz, you'll come in, there's a drop-off table around the corner, you put it there, and then between classes, your student can stop into the office, or sometimes the teacher will let them into class. So that's basically what you'll be dealing with the main office. Do you have any questions, hon? No? So you're all ready? Yeah, you're ready. Okay. Well, you have a great summer.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in August, okay? You can follow the red dots, and that'll take you out the main entrance, okay?
Thank you very much.